Hey y'all, Kelly Whitney here. I'm back with number 11 of 40 things that older black women should tell younger black women, but don't. Number 11 is don't get caught up in labels. Now, I'm not talking about Louis Vuitton or Gucci or anything like that. When I say don't get caught up in labels, I'm talking about your family members. That's my sister. I'm your mother. And so because you have that very important label, that means you have impunity to treat me like shit? Hard pass on that, okay? I cannot tell you how many times throughout my life, because someone has a label and I'm your sister. Stop it. Stop it. Is your sister there for you? Does she always have your back? Is she supportive? Is she loving? Is she caring? Is she funny? Is she in your corner? If not, then she doesn't get to get the sister label and do none of the sister work. Because people will use labels to trap you into a cycle of bad behavior that benefits them and does not benefit you in the least. There's been so many times throughout my life I let things go that I ordinarily would not tolerate. I wouldn't dream of it, dear. But because someone has a label, well, that's my mom, well, that's my sister, well, that's my brother, and you just take it. Somebody being called something does not give them the right to treat you any kind of way and expect to get a pass. No, whether it's friends, family, boss, whomever, people will use their label or their title to get away with a lot of bad behavior. And it's up to you to decide, no, we're not doing that. Go play in somebody else's face. I remember once my brother, who is a diabetic, came to visit and for whatever reason forgot his insulin. You're a diabetic and that's something that you need to sustain your life. How did you forget that? But anyway, he drove everybody in the house crazy until my mom, who's not a doctor and doesn't know any doctors, called one of her old ass friends and got him some insulin. Do you know when it came time for him to leave, that MF forgot the insulin and then called me and expected me to drive 2 hours to bring it to him? I think it was my last week of my master's program and I had an assignment due. There was no way that I could make it. It was like 7 or something at night. I would have had to drive those 2 hours there, drive those 2 hours back, and then try to get my homework done by midnight. So I asked him, I explained that to him. I said, you know, I have homework to do, and why don't you just go to the hospital? I'm sure there's a hospital nearby where you can get some insulin. Well, listen, and why you can't, click. First of all, if you need something to save your life, I would think you would be a little bit more careful to ensure that you have it with you. No, that's common sense. I need this or I may die. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put that in my purse. And I'm telling you, I'm in the last week, the home stretch of a degree that cost me tens of thousands of dollars because I don't go to bargain basement ass schools, sir. And you don't care. Because what you want and what you need supersedes my own. Now, some of you might be like, Kelly, it's his insulin. He's diabetic. That was 2 times in the same damn trip that fool forgot the insulin. From my perspective, you want to die. I mean, where they do that at? I don't even understand you. If you need it, why you don't take care to ensure that you have it? Was my suggestion that he go to a nearby hospital so far-fetched? They have insulin at hospitals because they're used to treating diabetics. My second suggestion was, well, why don't you meet me halfway? Because I really got to get my homework done and da-da-da. Click. Nope, not interested in that either. Oh, okay. Do you know that fool still hasn't talked to me? But here's the kicker. You're not punishing me, boo-boo. Not talking to me is kind of like a paid vacation. Before you try to punish somebody, you should make sure they care. But family members will do that. They don't care how they inconvenience you, how difficult something may be. It's all about what they want. Not all the time. Everybody's family isn't like that. I'm just giving you an example so you know what to look for and the feelings that you have when somebody stepped out of their bounds and is trying to take advantage of you or manipulate you because they have a label/title. If you don't live up to that title, you don't get special privileges. And this isn't about matching energy tit for tat. No, this is really about what kind of behavior you're going to accept and what kind of behavior you're going to allow. People will only go as far as you let them. So if you let them, they're going to push you there. Your mama, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your uncle, your cousin, whoever, your friends, your boss, people will take advantage. And I think the reason that older Black women don't always tell younger Black women to not get caught up in labels is because they're on that whole loyalty tip. Oh, well, that's your brother, that's your father, that's your sister, that's your blood. Well, then shouldn't they be treating me better? Shouldn't they be more kind and considerate of me? Shouldn't they reciprocate my energy when I'm kind and considerate to them? Because I know I would never ask my brother to drive 2 hours because I was careless enough to forget something, knowing he had homework that was due on a clock. This is something that I see as far as abuse so much. I hear about this, stories after stories after stories, and it's all the same thing. People are using a title to take advantage of someone. You do not have to allow yourself to be a punching bag for somebody just because they have a worthy title or label. If that title or label is so important to them, then they should live up to what it means, period. That was number 11 on my list of 40 things that older Black women should tell younger Black women, but don't. I hope you guys come back for number 12. Thank you.